DAN A4-SFX is a small form factor 7.2 liters case. The project that led to this product was originally kick-started in May 2016 with the version 1 of the case. Flash forward 5 years in 2021, the design has seen various revisions and we can now enjoy the version 4.1. It is a well thought through design that allows you to build a powerful, small footprint machine that will not clutter your desk. The DAN A4-SFX has a full aluminum construction and is manufactured by Lian Li. The chassis itself is painted matte black and the exterior panels can be either anodized black or silver color. The fit of the various parts together is precise, which makes it a joy to tear apart and put back together. Upon opening the shipping case, we are simply greeted with the case itself along with some promotional flyers and a nicely put together visual documentation that can guide you through the build process of a new system. This aside, let's focus on the case itself and dive in. Each side panel opens with 2 screws located on the underside of the case. After the screws are removed, simply pull the panels straight outwards. A pushpin design is used to hold the panels in place, therefore a little force may be required to pop them out. Similarly, the top and front cover opens with 6 screws, 4 at the top of the case and 2 on the bottom side of the case. Once open, we can clearly see that the DAN A4-SFX case is a sandwich design. The motherboard and power supply fit on one side of the case, while the graphics card fits on the other. This sandwich feature is made possible by the 16 lanes PCI Express riser cable from 3M. In the case of the version 4.1 of the case, this riser cable is PCI Express 4.0 compatible. This was not the case for the previous versions, where a PCI Express 3.0 riser cable was used. The front I/O of this case is minimalist. A power button and a USB 3 Type-C connector. That's it. No audio, no reset button, not even an LED indicator. This for sure makes it easy to connect the I/Os to the motherboard headers. The front USB port is a USB 3.2 Gen 2, which means it theoretically is able to support transmission speeds of up to 10 gigabits per second. Internally, the USB connector is using a modern USB Key A plug. Not all motherboards features this connector yet, but a simple adapter can be used in order to connect it to the motherboards that only have older style USB 3 20-pin headers. In order to assemble a system in this case, it is recommended to assemble first the 2.5-inch drives and then the fans. The DAN A4-SFX case can fit up to 3 such drives. One can be fitted vertically in front of the case between the front panel and the case chassis, and the 2 other drives can be fitted horizontally at the bottom of the case by using the dedicated drive bay. One drive can fit within the bay and another drive can fit on top of it. As far as fans go, the DAN A4-SFX case can fit up to 2 92mm fans. One can be fitted in place of the drive bay under the power supply, therefore reducing the max number of drives to 1 at the bottom front of the case and have a maximum thickness of 25mm. Potentially, the rubber grommets that came pre-installed with the drive bay can be reused for further noise dampening. This, however, may not be an issue if you are using a fan that already includes such rubber mounts, like a Noctua fan. Next to it, at the bottom rear of the case, another fan can be fitted under the motherboard and the riser cable. This fan cannot be thicker than 15mm. Even still, on my unit, the riser cable was interfering with the fan, and I would need to re-bend the riser cable in order to squeeze in the 15mm fan. The next build steps are straightforward. Put the I/O shield, the motherboard, power supply, and finish by the graphics card and some cable management. As the name suggests, the DAN A4-SFX can only fit SFX and SFX-L power supplies. The power supply is located at the front of the case, which means an internal cable has to run from the back to the front of the case and be managed. By the way, do not forget to flip the switch of the power supply before closing the case. On the MOBO side, only mini ITX motherboards will fit, which means 4 screws will do the job to secure the motherboard to the chassis using the embedded PCB standoffs. On the CPU cooler side, only a short selection of low-profile CPU coolers will fit in this case. DAN conveniently provides a list of compatible coolers on their website. Notably, the Alpenfun Black Ridge cooler was designed by AKL in association with DAN specifically for this case. Depending on the selected cooler, make a note that low-profile RAM modules may be required. This, for example, is the case when using the Black Ridge cooler. On the graphics card side, DAN conveniently provides a plastic sheet separating this side from the motherboard side. This helps prevent short circuits against the chassis in case you are planning to install a graphics card without any backplate. However, this plastic sheet also reduces airflow in an already constricted case. Depending on your situation, you may want to remove this sheet. Talking about graphics cards, some restrictions do apply on what card size the case can accommodate. Height and length-wise, up to 295mm by 144mm cards can fit in without the bracket. Thickness-wise, you are limited to 2 slots cards only. For example, and according to DAN's website, NVIDIA reference designs for the RTX 360, 370, and 380 are compatible. I could not verify this since these cards are pretty much as common as unicorns at this point. After a round of cable management and double-checking your connections, do not forget to test your system before closing the side panels. Otherwise, Murphy is gonna get you on this one. In conclusion, the overall build quality is great. The case is versatile and fully featured for a 7.2 liters case. It is well thought through and allows you to build a powerful system, be it for work or gaming, while boasting a very small footprint that will not clutter your desk.